and to St John's Ambulance, who have loaned us vehicles, to the government, who offered to replace the ambulances we have lost, and to the Health Secretary and to our MP for their support. To our community, our schools are open, our schools are full, our shops, cafes and restaurants busy. Life goes on. Thank you.
Mr. Blitz, how shocking is this attack for Hatzoller and for the whole community?
It's obviously shocking for any normal-minded person would see that attacking an organisation that its sole purpose is to save life is nonsensical. But we carry on, as we did during the night, saving lives, and that's exactly what we will continue to do. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And can I just ask the ambulance service, how important is Hatzoller to the wider NHS and the job that it does?
Well, as we've heard, Hatzoller is a voluntary ambulance service operating in the community across North London with highly trained professional volunteers responding to emergencies 24 hours a day. They're a good partner of ours, and we've got a long-standing relationship with them. We respond alongside Hatzoller to emergencies, and that's why we're supporting them this morning with loaning 4 additional emergency ambulances so they can continue to provide their service, important service to the community.
And if you'll forgive us, we've got work to do, so thank you very much. Thank you.
Well, we've just heard from the London Ambulance Service from Hatzoller, whose ambulances were attacked on Wes Streeting. The Health Secretary very much seems to be that the government is determined to support the Jewish community, to help protect the Jewish community in the short term. They're loaning ambulances to Hatzoller, which works as a voluntary organisation.
Yeah, no, where's the camera? You put it there.
Well done. Everything.
But there's some cards that might need to be trucked.
Yeah, we did,
So, Mark, for the 11? We cannot do the teas.
No. Well, we're not until 11:45. Yeah.
So I can call
Yeah, we're not doing the we're not doing the teas. It's just too much of a bun fight in here. But we'll do the live at 11:45.
Yeah, but at 11 is the other statement, so I
What statement? No, that we did them. That was all. What we did. Oh, all right. Did you? Okay, right. Okay.
Did any of you want a live reaction to Wes? Did any of you want a live reaction to Wes?
Yeah.
Theo,
So just stay where you are.
Theo, you want a live reaction to Wes?
I think there's about to be a press wasn't there? So I think we just need to be ready for that. I'm really sorry. Thank you very much.
Did you want to do a live reaction to Wes?
What do you want to say?
Basically, the government keep turning up here and laying reeds and telling us they're going to do everything in their power. What are they actually going to do?
Yeah. No, exactly. Let me just come. Don't worry. I just want to get a quick reaction from this guy. I just want to get a quick reaction. So he's gonna. I'll just put it behind the mic.
Do you have the microphone? My microphone is there.
Yeah.
Is that one, this one?
Yeah, no,
the third one. 1, 2, 3.
I know. I'm just gonna press down a little bit.
The other, the down one, down, Mark. Mark, is the third one. Ah, the one. That one. Yeah, that one. The one that
Fuck it. Just leave it. Doesn't matter.
No, for now, but he wants a reaction of these guys, so
Just stand there, would you? Okay. I mean, just get him there. I will do, yeah. Just there, okay?
yeah, when you're ready.
Yeah, okay. Do you want to record this? Okay. Just your name and your title for identification. Spell it as well, please.
Yeah, Gideon Falter, that's Golf India Delta Echo Oscar November, Foxtrot Alpha Lima Tango Echo Romeo, Chief Executive.
I'm moving out. You're moving out. I'm moving out, yeah.
Okay. Gideon, tell us, you've just heard Wes Streeting there talking about how the community stands with the Jewish community, the wider community that is. What do you make of what he said?
We've unfortunately been hearing nonsense now for a long time from politicians who every time after an attack say they're going to do everything in their power. They say that they...
Well, just ask this again. So.
Guys, can you just quiet down a bit? We're trying to do... It's not the moment.
I'm very, very sorry.
Okay. Yeah, Gideon, just give us your reaction to what Wes Streeting said.
Unfortunately, the Jewish community is not impressed anymore by politicians turning up and saying how we all stand together and the government's going to do everything in their power. We've now had successive governments tolerating everything from hate marches to hate preachers and doing absolutely nothing about it. The government has on its hands a situation in which the tolerant, decent Britain that we all thought we knew has turned into a Britain where people turn up in the dead of night and burn ambulances down to the ground. This was a community ambulance service dedicated to bringing life-saving help to people of all faiths and none. And this is what has happened to it. The fact that we've now got politicians turning up yet again with no policies to announce, with nothing coming out of their mouths as an answer, simply offering reassurance and saying they're going to step up police patrols in the area so that vandals are going to come and burn down the ashes. It's just not enough. We've now got the majority of British Jews in this country, according to our polling, saying that they no longer see a long-term future in Britain because of this. And this is why. It's incidents like this, it's attacks like this. Where do we go from here as a society? Wes Streeting has come out, he's shown his face, credit to him for that, but there is absolutely nothing that this government seems to be saying which is going to seriously move the needle. We've been proposing policy on this, we've been asking the government to meet with us, they won't. We've been asking them to take action against everything from these marches to the extremism that we're seeing in our schools and universities, and regrettably, they have still yet to come out with anything that the Jewish community can seriously put its hopes on.
You draw a direct link between those marches and what happened here. What can the government do short of banning every single march?
Unfortunately, we do see right out of the gate people spouting all sorts of conspiracies yet again about Jews, Zionists, Israelis. We've had the far left saying that this was probably done by Israeli secret agents to make Britain look bad. We've had the far right come out and say that how disgusting it is that Jews are running an ambulance service even though it's for everybody. The government needs to realise this is a radicalisation problem. People who are absolutely obsessed with Jews, with Zionists, with Israel, these people are unfortunately a deeply corrosive problem within our society. There aren't simple answers, but things like these marches do not need to be happening every single week through our capital and through our cities. We support the right to protest, but these guys are monopolising the streets, and on these marches you will regularly find all sorts of horrendous hatred on display. So we need to see the government taking action, not just against the marches, but also some of these extremist hate preachers in mosques. There is we just saw this weekend, an anti-Semitic exhibition where a Jewish woman was thrown out for remonstrating with the artist who'd drawn these blood-curdling scrawls against Jews. This is a systemic, society-wide problem which needs to be dealt with forcefully now.
Thank you.
Gideon, I'm just sending something.
Huh? No, I'll just take the first answer anyway. I'll just take the first answer. It's all right. Just take the first answer. It's fine.
Yeah, hate marches and hate preachers. Yeah, perfect. Yeah. Sorry.
Was that feeding down live? Was it feeding down live? Right, yeah, that was Gideon Falter from the campaign. Yeah, I think, yes. So he's good because he has a real pop at the government once again, you know. I think it would be good to get a clip of Wes, and then I could throw to Gideon Falter, saying once again we get these emollient words, but you know it's just not good enough. Yeah.
From here?
Yeah. So it'd be that first answer from him, okay? Yeah, you don't need to take the whole of it if it's too long, but you know, 30 seconds or something. About the IRGC group claiming responsibility. So what are they going to say? Okay. I take it the Met are going to come to the same spot where all the cameras are. Well, we're fucking better, because otherwise it's going to be a real... Well, because the Met and they're fucking arseholes. It's just this for you. I'm just trying to do my own stuff. No, I'm fine. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
This is not some kind of isolated incident. We saw last year how on Yom Kippur, the holiest day of the Jewish year, people were murdered in Britain just for being Jews and coming to Britain. And we keep hearing from the government how they're going to do everything in their power, they're going to provide more security guards, they're going to now provide more ambulances. Great, but what are they going to do about the hate marches, the hate preachers, the people that they've been tolerating who are driving this constant flood of hatred towards our community? You know, I've been talking to people this morning who are absolutely devastated by what's happened. This is a Jewish community charity which runs for the benefit of everybody in the area, and yet people are now coming out saying how disgusting it is that Jews have an ambulance service even though it's for everyone. We've had people coming out saying that actually this must have been done by Israeli secret agents to try and make Britain look bad. Everybody knows somebody, either in person or on their timeline, who is spouting rubbish about Jews, Zionists or Israelis. And those people who hear that in society right now, we all have a responsibility to go and say, look, I don't agree with this, you are obsessed, there is something wrong with you, I'm unfollowing you, I'm blocking you, this is why. We need to stand up for these people, but moreover, we need our government to come along with more than we're going to fix the damage and clean up the broken glass. We need to hear what the government's going to do to tackle this problem at its source, and that is not what we heard from Wes Streeting yesterday.
Apparently this is just a quick shot of a pair of us talking. Is that okay? Yeah. Right, step back a touch and we'll just get a little.
Yeah, of course. Do you want some knowledge? that's something that comes across from everybody here. Everybody's very sad about it, but nobody's shocked at what's happened.
That's great. Happy with that?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so not really know what we're supposed to be doing, but it's very, very sad times.
I've got one man, channel 1 and the stick man.
Okay, thank you.
I'll put my channel to you. Yeah.
No, this is different. I think 11 o'clock will start, so you know, but yeah, sure.
Oh,
Yeah. I can't see this. I'll go find it. Right.
Is I spoke already that.
No, we're not doing a tease, we're set up for a
I spoke
person.
already that we are not doing a tease because there is going to be another statement just at 11, so we need to do that. Thank you.
No. Yeah, but it's not or is that just... Okay, fine.
So that's completely poor.
Right. Shall I get hooked up to this police?
Yeah, potentially, yeah. I mean, it's for need.
So, poor artists here,
What happened?
well, they're getting,
Fantastic.
you know, bloody artists here. They had a few choice words for the B, but Nardi was out.
You're good to do the live back.
Mark, can you tell them that we just spoke with NCR because they are talking to you? We just spoke with NCR with the
Yeah, there's no tease, guys. We're set up for a
I'm
person.
going to leave you here for a minute while I sort some stuff out, okay?
That you are the first place in the block. Yeah, but if the statement is here, can you tell them because they are... Okay, so can you tell them that this is possible?
Are you doing alright?
Use your phone.
Possibly,
Theo.
We're in each other's way. We'll just do a double header. Would you like to get in and do a triple header?
What? Oh,
I'm going to tell you something.
Hello?
couple of minutes. Yeah.
They are like, you are the first name. Yeah, but there is a statement.
No, no, it's fine. We just turn the camera to the side.
Speak to me again. Yeah, that's right.
They want us. They got it to us and saying that we are the first name.
Sorry, can you repeat that? I'm really struggling to hear you.
Yeah, but I'm telling them that there is a statement, so at the same time that they want us live, so they don't know. They just
I don't know what they're saying.
Well, so they don't listen then.
Can you clip me in and...
Yeah, thank you.
They just...
He's going to tell them, because at the time that they want to use the statement, it's going to be open.
You want me to
Well,
get out?
it might not be.
If we finish, we go. What is that called? I need happy.
It's they object to Al Jazeera journalists. Come on, get on it. You've got the Terry contacts. They will take you out of vision, so you just be ready to ask questions.
I think they might be taking me out of vision.
They're supposed to be coming at 11, but...
I'll just stay here and I can just...
I'm sure.
Might try and go.
Which is...
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to come over there.
What?
Come over
I think they want me live.
Oh, yeah, fine.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, great. Can I do it at 11:30? I've got a meeting at 11:30, so would I do it before 11:30?
Sorry.
What? Okay. No, there's a police presser at 11. Okay. So I do. So let's say 4:30.
Are we not one?
They're a bit late.
Yeah, I can do a quick live, but I don't know what time the so I can't talk forever. Well, it's not about start. We don't know when they're turning up.
I'll be for Al Jazeera chanter, so is that late?
Okay, you're on me.
It's just a rubbish shot. I want that.
I know. Doesn't matter. Okay, this might be happening.
Are they going to stand there, Lucy?
What? Yeah, they'll stand. I think so. Maybe they're in situ, I think, potentially. But if I had a producer on here. Yeah, but
Yes,
That's not mine, it's the other one, yeah.
that's yours. Oh,
No, it's the one next to it.
that's good. Hello.
Okay.
He's coming now.
Sorry, sorry.
well, I will do. I'm just going to keep checking over my shoulder because I think we do have a police spokesman who might be on his way in, so I'll
Police
keep doing that
spokesman
and
is about
move
to
out of the
turn
way
up, I think.
when they do come. So this morning there was a big explosion. Fire, residents at the nearby property flats talk about smoke filling the building. They had to be evacuated, and these 4 ambulances from the Hatzolah ambulance service, it's a volunteer-led Jewish ambulance service, but they help other people as well, non-Jews and Jews alike in the community. 4 ambulances in the grounds of a synagogue were set on fire. The police believe it was an arson attack, investigating it as an anti-Semitic hate crime. And there has been a smell of smoke in the air this morning, certainly the block of flats that we went into next door. There was a smell of smoke, and those who represent the synagogue have told me that some of the stained glass windows were blown out, the roof was damaged, and they believe there was smoke damage here as well. We have heard from politicians backing the Jewish community, saying this is unacceptable, saying this can't happen, but there are many, most within the Jewish community, who have faced anti-Semitism, either attacks or verbally in their workplaces or elsewhere on the street, who just feel this has to stop, that this has gone on for too long. Security is high at many Jewish institutions and buildings, yet the community feels this is another attack and not enough is being done to stop, as they call them, the hate marches on the street, to stop extremists, to stop Islamists, and to stop the threat that the Jewish community feels. People here, talking to people this morning, say that they are shocked, they are fearful, they are scared. They are not surprised.
Well, essentially, Leah, it's still a very, very busy scene here. Obviously, a lot of press, fire engines, the police, and many members of the community, because this is an event which has been deeply shocking to the community. Now, in the last few moments, we had a visit from the Health Secretary, Wes Streeting. We also heard from the local MP, Wes Streeting, saying that the police are working at pace to catch those responsible. And he says that they will support Hatzolah, that's the ambulance service which was targeted in what the police are describing as an anti-Semitic attack. Now, in the next few moments, we're expecting to hear from the police, who will be hopefully giving us an update on their investigation. They earlier said they are looking for 3 suspects. Now, this happened shortly before 2 a.m. this morning, and people in this local area told me they heard an explosion, and in fact that explosion was so large it shattered windows in local buildings. Sky News was able to access one of those buildings where windows had been blown out in the bedroom where 4 children sleep. We've then been told there was a second explosion. At this point, people have been evacuated from their houses, and people here have told us that they were very scared, very nervous. They didn't know what was going on. Of course, this attack has sparked widespread condemnation right across the political spectrum. The Prime Minister, Sir Keir Starmer, said this is a deeply shocking anti-Semitic arson attack. My thoughts are with the Jewish community who are waking up this morning to this horrific news. Anti-Semitism, he said, has no place in our society. we're also hearing from organisations linked to the Jewish community in the UK. Gideon Falter, the chief executive of the Campaign Against Anti-Semitism, said we are absolutely heartbroken that this is how low Britain has sunk. This horrific act truly plumbs new depths. And the Israeli embassy in the UK have also commented. They said anti-Semitism is rampant on the streets of London. Firebombing ambulances is not an anomaly. It is the consequence after years of hateful marches, incitement and intimidation being tolerated in plain sight. And that is something that I think we are hearing from people here at Golders Green today. People who say that their community is strong, their community is resilient, but they do feel that this has happened because they are Jewish. And people here have spoken about feeling nervous walking around in London because of their Jewish identity after this attack and other anti-Semitic attacks we've seen over the past few months.
I filmed some of that Al Jazeera stuff as well. I got the Al Jazeera stuff as well. I'll film that. If you just stay here. Do you have my number? If I'm at the van and you need me there, so just...
No, but don't be at the van. You don't need to be in the van.
I think I'm going back and forth.
Just stay here. I need you around here more. Theo, what's your number?
Are we off?
Yeah. I've got it. Just stay around and just film a bit of the colour.
LBC by
Is that right?
No, I've got I'm off time too.
Okay, you turned off. I'm not getting any comms.
No, I wanted to kick BBC away, but I'll just show it. Yeah.
Hello. No signs. I think they've gone down to the sea. Is what it looks like.
Can we put the microphones together again?
So, some people came and then they walked down to the sea. So nothing at the moment. We'll stand in front of the camera and wave now.
He's just happy to come in. He didn't answer. That's fine.
The police are
The microphone has to be together. Then what should I do?
Okay. Sean Diamond from the president. So the ambulances and the synagogue on the campus, campus and on our shores. Correct. Premises.
Mike's in the way.
What do you want?
And we're frightened.
Okay, where can I go when this happens?
I want to be resilient. I want to show.
Okay, thank you.
That's what our message is.
Am I going to be in your shot?
When you attack ambulances and attack the synagogue, I promise you this is a place of worship. Good people come here. Good families come here. My children, my grandchildren.
I'm going this side.
And it's the very best, genuinely. So if there's any message, there's a message to everybody. The rising about these things is to bring out the very best that we have to offer in this country. And that's what I feel. And in fairness, the political authorities need to know the same thing, because that's the very best of what the people can offer in this place. So that's how I'm feeling. But we feel, yes, we're feeling sad, we're shell-shocked, yes, all of the above. No, that's not a fair question, but I suppose, look, we're in a big world now. There's a war on every front. Israel is under pressure. Jewish communities worldwide are under pressure. I know people have been saying there will be something in London and feeling it's your own community. I mean, you're devastated. It's not fair to say surprise. There's an atmosphere unbelievable. You can kind of corroborate it. It's happened to me many times.
Yeah, sorry.
The incidents have been rising rising exponentially. Those things we can take care of. We can stop them at the core roots, and to masquerade them as things like free speech. Freedom to hate is not free speech. And so when I look at it, dispassionately, and I say, gosh, we do feel vulnerable because we are. So the authorities that can make a difference. But on the other hand, last night, the police services, they were exceptional. They were pretty high-ranking officers here. The fire services, they were outstanding. They coordinated, they looked after us, they cleared the buildings. So we had the very best of what we offer, and of course, it's an attack on a community should be an attack on everybody else.
No, what's your name? Fraser. Fraser?
Damon.
Were you reporting that?
James O'Brien.
James O'Brien.
James O'Brien.
How you doing?
Not a fan.
Yeah, we'll get down.
That's exactly what you
Thank you. Yeah, we'll get down there. Save your knees for now.
He said it's public. No, it's the Jewish community. Yeah. Not free. It's not mixed with
Oh. This is the pay grade of this is the Elion.
This is not Elion, this is like Flash Loman.
Okay, we're gonna clear, yeah. You'll just tell me. Now there's a big police briefing.
Where's the mic? Is he going up there? One of us not investigation. We're going to catch them. Sure.
Are you talking to me, guys?
Wait.
To me?
I'm going to let them out. The case terrorism.
You talking to me or no?
That's King the Night. What's going to be different here? I hope it'll be different, but I doubt it.
One of those.
Are they happy with them up?
I think so, yeah. It sounded quite severe.
He might come up tomorrow.
Guys, why don't you all go to the sheep or something? It's wrong that you're all here.
I need you.
Milan, go ready? Come, let's go.
You can probably tell.
Set an impact, man. Stand up. Save your knees, Matthew.
All right then.
Yeah, exactly.
Do we have a second camera? Do we have a second camera? No, but I just needed to take a couple actually.
Is that Peter? Let me go.
so cool.
Hey, where are you? We're on the grass thing by Coco. We're behind that. We're behind the cross. We're behind the cross. Come.
Long name is Ryan. Long name is Ryan. I'm not afraid of anything, bro. I got cold. I got cold. Boy, it's a boy.
Is it happening? I can move actually.
You've got good knees, man. You've got good knees, man. What are you doing in the gym?
I think so. I know. You can stand up.
Oh, sorry.
15 minutes. 15.
Ah, 15. Okay. I'm gonna leave my coffee here, okay? I'm dying. I got thermal, that's
Yeah.
Yeah, going that high, yeah. My this bracket. I'll pass it on. Thank you. Cheap plastics. Yeah. Oh, really? I know. We passed it.
It's like
was supposed to be cloudy today.
That's why I'm like,
They say 50 minutes, no? Do you think it's gonna be true? We was meant to have something like this. Sunday afterwards, we said that back here. Can you try afterwards? Yeah, like so I made a spot.
Where do you need to go?
I was here by like this.
Yeah, I've got some.
So he's gonna stand there. If you come to my side, it's alright. Like if we swap, I go this way and you go this way. That's alright for me.
I mean, you're going to be pulling the light down after this. Are you literally going to go straight on the light?
Probably. I just want to don't breathe.
No problem. Yeah, I'll just.
Wow. Oh.
Chief Rabbi. Yeah, if you can.
terrified they're going to...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, track 2, track 2, track 2. One of them's getting their live and the other one I can't get hold of.
Okay, you need to get hold of a second camera. There's comings and goings on here. Okay, it's Peter. So where's Peter? Thank you.
If you are inside this, go here and tell him it's not.
Theo, did you find them?
Yeah, they're coming now. They were doing some step-up.
Oh, right, cheers.
Once you are speaking it around this level, should I need to speak at some point?
crazy.
Yeah. I got the same. I got the same. I invest in the same. so it's good. Come on, that much. This past few days it's been down.
Yeah, what?
Should I be hearing any? No.
I'll let you know.
Thank you. It's just when they start coming, then I might jump in.
Yeah. It was a match.
I'm supposed to just.
London ambulance at the moment.
When you first showed up, then obviously announcement will be a big.
Yeah, it's still there is sort of like 300 grand and up 1.5 ambulances that shows. What? Amazing, I was there when he actually said, don't know what stick they're going to give them, don't know what stick they're going to give them. Which one are you entering?
Oh, yeah, that. No, actually, Harry's car, he didn't hear about it because he's on maternity leave. Yeah, his radio was off to his own. No, he knew eventually, and then he turned his radio on, and then he was looking around, and I told him this particular thing. Right, I've got to go. I'm like, Mary, this is trying to speak.
Nicely, what's up? Right now? Which one?
Can you get a little try? I think it might be happening. Is this it happening? 5 minutes, thank you. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Yeah. Thank you.
Which company? And Vinny got the chief.
I'll put it on the floor if that's alright.
Here, yeah, it needs to stand here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. For how many? For 2? Oh yeah, there were 5 of them.
The press by the way is going to be about 5 minutes. 1 o'clock at the moment, Tim told me I'm not going to ask you.
Lucy, he's going to come in this week.
I sent Eve to go and get her.
Yeah. Maybe over the ground. I don't know. Maybe over the ground. No, probably not. There's another one. Yeah.
Yeah, amazing. Thanks.
Okay, I think they're coming. News channel.
Yeah, they are.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just going to go through. Okay, they're coming now. 30 seconds. Sorry, can you come? Yeah, yeah. If you'd like to come forward to the microphone, you need to come over the wall to the microphone. You need to come over the wall.
Good morning. I'm Detective Chief Superintendent Luke Williams, and I lead policing in North West London, including here in Golders Green. I want to provide an update on a shocking incident overnight and the progress of the police investigation. At around 1:45 hours today, we were called by the London Fire Brigade to report of a fire on Highfield Road, Golders Green. We attended the scene where 4 ambulances from Hatzola, a volunteer-led ambulance service run by members of the Jewish community, were on fire. The attack occurred in the car park of a local synagogue where Hatzola's vehicles for this area are based. Explosions were heard as oxygen canisters on board the ambulances exploded. Nearby homes were evacuated as a precaution, with 34 residents displaced and road closures put in place. Thankfully, no injuries were reported and all of the fires were safely put out. 4 ambulances have been destroyed, but we understand the service remains fully operational and able to respond to emergencies. We were able to get local residents back into their homes relatively quickly, and I thank them for their patience and understanding. This arson attack is being treated as an anti-Semitic hate crime. This is a devastating incident for our Jewish communities, and we've launched an immediate investigation to identify those responsible. Our officers remain on scene to carry out urgent inquiries and to gather CCTV footage and other evidence. We believe we're looking for 3 suspects at this early stage. CCTV footage appears to show 3 people in hoods pouring accelerant onto the vehicles before igniting them and fleeing. While this has not been declared a terrorist incident at this stage, the investigation is now being led by counter-terrorism policing, with all the specialist expertise they bring and all lines of inquiry remain open. We are aware of an online claim from a group taking responsibility for this attack. Establishing the authenticity and accuracy of this claim will be a priority for the investigation team, but it is not something we can confirm at this point. There have been no arrests at this early stage, and we would urge anyone with information to please contact us as soon as possible. You can do so anonymously if you wish. We have already spoken to local community and faith leaders and will continue that work today. A specific policing plan focused on key community locations across the area is underway and will continue beyond the coming days as we move towards Passover in early April. This attack comes at a time when fears are already heightened given global events and recent attacks targeting Jewish communities in other parts of Europe. The Met Police stands shoulder to shoulder with our partners and communities. Together, we take a zero-tolerance approach to hate crime. We are stepping up our support to Jewish communities across London to engage, offer reassurance and take practical action to protect people and property. If you have any information about what happened in Golders Green, please come forward and call the police on 101, providing the reference 415 of the 23rd of March. To remain anonymous, call the independent charity Crime Stoppers on 0800 555 111. Thank you very much. I'm now going to hand over to Deputy Assistant Commissioner Paul Askew from the London Fire Brigade.
Of course, yeah. Early this morning, the London Fire Brigade control room took the first of 56 calls reporting a fire on Highfield Road in Golders Green. Upon arrival, crews were met with a well-developed fire involving 4 ambulances. Several cylinders stored within the vehicles exploded because of the heat, causing damage to the windows of a nearby residential block. Residents from the immediate area were evacuated to a rest centre as a precaution while crews worked to bring the incident under control. The fire was safely extinguished overnight. We understand the impact this fire will have on the local community, including our Jewish residents. The Brigade's community engagement team attended the rest centre last night to support residents that have been directly impacted by the fire. Alongside our firefighters, they will continue to work with and support the local community in the coming days. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
What the people anxiety, those neighbors, the people are scared. The people still out there scared. Talk to them. Please, talk to those people still at home that are scared. They're crying. Still crying there. Nobody care about those people. Talking about 100 years of here now, yeah?
Well, I think the significance of the police statement is that we now have counter-terrorist officers from the Metropolitan Police investigating what happened here in the early hours of the morning. They say they aren't declaring it yet a terrorist incident, but it certainly is now involving counter-terror police with all the expertise that they bring. They are looking for 3 people who were seen running away from here in the early hours after lighting what the police said was accelerant under those ambulances. They have said that no arrests have been made. People from the scene were evacuated after it appears that the oxygen canisters in those ambulances exploded. One other thing to add is that there has been this online claim from an Islamist group to say that they were responsible for what happened here. The police say that they are investigating that and it needs to be looked at, but they can't give any more details about that at the moment.
Shortly after 2 p.m. this morning were community ambulances, volunteer ambulances, which operate across London and provide support to the Jewish community and are sensitive to the cultural requirements of the Jewish community.
Yeah, so we've had Wes Streeting, the health secretary here, the chief rabbi has also been here. I think we might need to go over and interview him in a minute if that's okay. So we have heard from people standing shoulder to shoulder with the Jewish community saying that attacks, which the police are calling an anti-Semitic hate crime, that these can't be allowed to happen.
Of their children's bedrooms, people were evacuated from their homes after that, and of course the concern from people here is therefore really, really high. Now there has been widespread condemnation from political figures and from people within the Jewish community. Just about an hour hour ago, we heard from the Health Secretary, Wes Streeting, who was at the scene here, and he said that the government stands with the Jewish community and confirmed that they were looking to replace the 4 ambulances that were damaged, destroyed as soon as possible. The Prime Minister, Keir Starmer, has described this as a particularly shocking anti-Semitic arson attack, and he said his thoughts are with the Jewish community who are waking up this morning to this horrific news. And I think this is a condemnation that is being echoed by leaders of all the main political parties. I think though from the Jewish community there is still a huge amount of concern and a desire for the government to do more. Let me just bring you what the Israeli embassy said earlier today. Anti-Semitism is rampant on the streets of London, they said. Firebombing ambulances is not an anomaly, it is the consequence after years of marches, incitement and intimidation being tolerated in plain sight. So people here are keen to stress to me that this is a resilient community, it's a strong community, but it's a community which is nervous and increasingly so.
Yeah. Am I still there? Is it? I'm back.
Are they going to show the whole week? You haven't seen it yet? Delayed it.
Is that right? Hey? Not just yet, I don't think. Might be hoping. Saw me in the background. Mum just told me she saw me in the background. Oh, did she?
My mum told me that I've got a friend who told me as well.
Oh, very good. How many views did you get? Right now. Oh, my God. No idea. I didn't wait to do it fair.
This is all I know.
They don't tell me.
At least you paid for your park.
Sorry?
You paid for your park.
Yeah.
You'll get it.
Coco right here. Very good. Yeah. On the corner, right on the corner there, it's also. Okay. It'd be nice to walk around. Let's go all the way up. Let's go nice. Yeah. Steakhouse over there. Steakhouse.
GB News.
GB News.
Hey, I want a video. What?
Is it? How many GB News?
I think it's called GB News.
Hello, Greenberg. We're online. Tapping up. Yeah?
GB News. Lovely.
We don't hit Dusty last night.
GB News.
You here with BBC Kid?
12. Sorry, maybe.
There you go.
Yeah, that's fine.
See a picture?
That's a lot of it. We've got a bit. We've got about 25 minutes and that's it. So
Chief Rabbi. No, he's doing one-to-ones. Yeah. Get him from here if you want it. Oh, you got it. Yeah, yeah. No, yeah, he won't do a presser.
So 12 past.
Yeah.
Vic. Oh.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh. Yeah.
Huh? School's just called and said, "Where's your son?"
Right.
Literally like the 20th time this year.
That's really not what you need.
I can't believe it. Right, that's not on, is it?
No, you're fine. We've got the chief rabbi set up, haven't we?
No, she's doing one to one. It's not the sit down. She reckons she was going to get the sit down and then leave it. No one spoke to me.